Hello, everybody. My name is Somi, and this is her Invisible Prowess. Thank you so much for tuning in today's collective tarot reading. Everything is a collective exchange of energies, so I appreciate the like. And yeah, comment down below what resonates with you the most in this video. And if this video found you, there's more than likely a message in it for you. So I'm already hearing that someone is deeply thinking about you and misses you. And there is so much more than what there seems to be going on, okay, between you and this person in your mind. I'm going to be checking in the overall themes and the energy here with Dead Inside Oracle deck. More than likely, you and this person are no longer in contact. It's been a while since you've last seen each other. And yeah, right away, we have bottom of the deck. Made the list, ignore the list. And the word avoidance is really catching my attention here. So without a doubt, this particular person is a classic avoidant, okay? And right next to it, we have open third eye, saw email. Particularly the third eye chakra is definitely sticking out to me. So something about this connection is very, very spiritually awakening the both of you, okay? Not just this particular person. I'm already getting the sense that your person, this divine masculine, is someone who prides in logic and reason, okay? And that's always how they've been operated basically all of their life, okay? And meeting someone like you, okay, divine feminine here, you definitely challenged this person already without even having to communicate to this person. But everything that you so far the both of you has experienced is very, very much eye-opening, okay? And that is more so in the spiritual sense. And next to that, as we have over explaining everything. So something about this spiritual connection is definitely inducing some anxiety. Okay, I think I'm already getting the sense that they're already anxious before meeting you. So meeting this type of spiritual connection is amping that up. And not only that, it's definitely putting a microscope on their hidden fears, their innermost doubts, self-doubt specifically, okay, their lack of confidence here in betting on themselves, okay, and particularly about love and relationships and forming romantic connections, okay. This has been a blind spot to them for God knows how long, okay. And they may very much excel in other things, but this is literally their Achilles heels, okay. Yeah, we have here tears. What tears? This person does not like showing their emotional side, okay? They are definitely someone who likes to play it off like they're very cool, unbothered, nothing phases them, but behind closed doors, they're very much emotional and even sensitive, okay? Even more so than your general uh, average speaking, okay, of general people, okay, they're definitely more on the sensitive side, emotionally speaking. So they've always shut down the emotional side to them. That's why they're leaning heavily, heavily on being logical and things like that, okay? Ooh, so you're definitely have this person in their feels. We have crying over situationships. Okay, there's definitely an emotional investment here, no matter how brief your encounter have been, your conversations were, when you were in contact actively anyway. And I can definitely see this person trying to, next card we have wake, work, scroll, repeat. They're trying to distract themselves, and because they don't have the emotional depth and the emotional capacity to carry the amount of emotional weight there is in this spiritually connection, fated connection, okay? They're trying to distract themselves. They're trying to bury themselves with so much workload, okay? Trying to move on, okay? But they can't. We have right next to it, reading old texts like a novelist. Wow. I say and it comes out, right? So they keep, no matter how much effort they try to put in and trying to forget about you, trying to move on from you, you're still burned in the back of their mind, okay? We have here, oh my God, we have dodging growth like it's homework, fear of change, and them gravitating towards their comfort zone, okay? And oh my God, yeah, this person definitely has a lot of maturing up to do, okay? Um, they definitely have a fear. Um, I'm not sure if it's particularly changed. I guess it can be too, but more importantly, fear of getting hurt again. They fear getting rejected, okay? Um, their emotional capacity is extremely low, okay, to put it on the line. They feel like it's such a dangerous place, but that comes from a very, very wounded place, okay, based on their past experiences. This could be their upbringing, and also past relationships that brought so much pain and so much trauma to the point that it's literally, quite literally, affected the rest of their life, okay? Let's see what else. And you, or a viewer, okay, um this person, you know that this person has a lot of red flags, okay? They're not engaging, they're not giving you much attention. There's not much mutual give and take here, there's no reciprocation here. But somehow this person bypasses your natural defenses, your natural boundaries here, and you're definitely attracted to this person regardless of their flaws, okay? You're ignoring the signs, you're ignoring the warning signs, okay? And it's definitely creating some chaos and conflict. And yeah, we have here you knew and you ignored. So maybe you've definitely entertained and engaged with this person, knowing that the dynamics between the two of you are definitely off the balance here. And it definitely went to a particular direction in which resulted in no contact, okay, and which you definitely both knew that this was coming, okay? Let's see what else. I'm gonna be pulling from the Oracle of Hell Na Love Edition, okay? Let's see what else. This person is definitely playing into your shadow, okay? And you are not meant to play small, okay? You're meant to take up space. Let's see here. Does the viewer need to know? We have, oh my God. You're trying to grow a garden in someone else's emotional parking lot. You keep watering dead soil and wondering why nothing blooms. Stop planting where nothing roots. Your love deserves fertile ground, not potholes and tumbled weeds. Yes, you definitely need to hear about this, okay? Regardless of whatever the amount of emotional connection there is in this connection, you need to prioritize yourself. You need to put yourself first, okay? You cannot allow someone else to take away your peace. You need to be more protective of your energy, be more selective of your energy. And this person, okay, they do not have the emotional bandwidth to sustain any long-term healthy romantic connection that you're looking for, okay? So you trying to nourish this and water it and put so much time and effort into it, it's like you're pouring all of this energy into someone who has the capacity to receive it at a straw size. It just creates a mess, okay? And it's definitely a trap, okay? Let's see what else. And we have here, if they apologize after you threaten to leave, it's not growth, it's desperation. Real accountability doesn't need ultimatums. If I'm sorry only arrives after you pack your metaphorical bag, it's manipulation, not maturity. Yes, I think the word accountability definitely catches my attention here. This person is not someone who's big on taking any accountability. Again, this is someone who's an avoidant, okay? They like to avoid responsibility, they like to avoid accountability, and them being perceived in a negative light, they want no confrontation. They hate confrontation, okay? They hate, yeah, that type of energy, okay? Given ultimatums, whatever it is, they'd rather just avoid it altogether. Let's see what else. Oh my God. Yes. We have stop chasing potential. This ain't build a bay. He's not just figuring it out. He's fully grown and floundering. You are not an emotional sculptor. Find someone already built, but not still in beta testing. Yes, and that is correct, okay? It is not your assignment to be the fixer of someone, okay? It is not your responsibility for someone else's emotional baggage, okay? To be, for you to put a pressure on someone else to do their inner work, to do their shadow work, okay? Let's see what else. We have this ain't a rom-com, it's a red flag documentary. It's not quirky that the only calls at 2 a.m. You're not Zoe Deschanel, you're the star of a true crime emotional train wreck. Time to hit stop recording. Yes, definitely sometimes, regardless of whatever your how much emotional connection there may be, you need to have enough self-respect and draw the line, okay? You definitely have to be able to be strong enough to walk away, okay? If it's definitely taking away your peace, we have here, you can't fix someone who thinks you're the problem. Maybe this someone doesn't even see that they are the problem, okay? And that is a big problem, okay? They blame you for their mood, their mess, and their mommy issues. Sweetheart, you're not their enemy, but they sure treat you like one. The way that they neglected you and lead you on and manipulate you into thinking that there is more here. Obviously, actions speak louder than words. Let's see what else. Oh my God. They don't want a partner, they want a mom with benefits. If you're packing lunches, doing laundry, soothing egos, congratulations, you're his unpaid life coach. Let him adult on his own dime, sis. Yeah, so wow, that hits really deeply. If you're having to be in a position to soothe someone else's ego, that does not challenge them to grow. Unfortunately, that further enables them to act like a child, okay? To quite literally, you're basically indirectly telling them that you do tolerate this behavior, that you tolerate this immature behavior, okay? And we have here, stop journaling about them, they're not that deep. You've written essays on what they really meant. Spoiler, they meant exactly what they said and was nothing profound. Close the book. Yes. Yeah, maybe you're someone who needs to hear this. This whole situation, this person on your mind has been on your mind for quite some time now, and all of this energy, all this attention, and all these efforts, okay, need to be rechanneled back to yourself And coincidentally, that is the level of magnetism that will attract the right partner, that will attract the right situations and things that will mutually benefit the both of you, okay? Let's see what else is in the cards for you. Collective, okay? I'm gonna go into tarot here. I'm gonna shuffle this really quick. We have 7 of Pentacles. So, oh, okay, there's something behind that. Queen of Cups, yes. So you're definitely being called and invited here to quite literally work on your own life and establishing your own independence, okay? We have the Magician here. Yeah, so you are someone who is definitely very, very resourceful, okay? Your energy is very finite, and now that you're in this time of separation and silence, you're definitely realizing your true value, okay? And you are priceless, my dear. And if as long as you go down this road, okay, everything will come into divine alignment for you, where there will be mutual collaborations and maybe some celebrations, okay, of leveling up and you know, reaching milestones. We have the Empress here, and this is part of your personal rebirth, okay, your personal rebrand. Yeah, definitely loving that energy for you. We have Ace of Swords, yes. So from this connection, okay, that's definitely taken you to such a low point, more than likely you are having your breakthrough, okay? We have Ace of Swords here, and it's definitely this whole new direction in your timeline that's definitely setting you up for the longevity, your stability, and your security, okay? And this is a calling for a brand new chapter in your life. We have the Fool, and this is a very significant era that you're entering into, which is very much about this glow up. We have the Empress here, okay? And we have the World. Wow. And we have Strength. And we have 10 of Pentacles. Oh my God. And 6 of Cups and Chariot. Yeah, so if you haven't refocused your energy yet, okay, now's the time to do that, because as long as you keep going down this path of working on yourself, working on your craft, this person that broke your heart initially is meant to come back, okay? We have the Emperor here, meaning that they have left their old ways and they will come back renewed and restored, okay? And definitely more capable of giving you everything. We have the 10 of Pentacles here. We have Strength. 6 of Cups is definitely signifying that you have had past life connection here. We have the Hermit and the Sun, and yeah, King of Swords and the Hierophant, okay, and Ace of Wands. Wow, so many major arcanas here, but essentially you both have been in this space of solitude and soul searching, okay? But it's only inevitable that you will resurface again, okay? We have the Sun, and it's definitely this sense of renewal, okay? But this is the former energies of your person, the divine masculine who is not in touch with their emotions here. We have King of Swords combined with the Hierophant, which is definitely someone holding sacred wisdom, okay? And they're being empowered at this time. We have Ace of Wands, and to step into their true Emperor energy here, okay? And together, maybe not now, but in the future, you're definitely meant to definitely intersect into each other's lives again and pick up things where you left off. And that would be all of your messages for today. If you like this reading, please give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, and yeah, follow all my social media platforms, and have a good one. Bye.